Oh, wait, it's still unlisted? What do we mean? Dog, what? Make that shit public. Right now. There we go. Luckily, I don't have to do that for the Mant anymore. Because I have completed the Mant scene pack effectively. I just have to finish editing it, and then I'm good. Gucci. Okay. We're not dead ass about that placement, dude. We cannot be serious. We're just resource grinding today, really. No. That. Cool. There's the torch. Great. And now we harvest acorns. Pine cones, sorry. No, thank you. I love all of this lag that is happening for literally no reason at all. Oh, that's just not very nice. I did set it to high, right? Not epic? Yeah. What are we on about with all this lag, then? Literally making up a problem that does not exist. Jump that. I said jump that! Holy... Cool. Nope. No, no, no. That's just not happening. Okay. Think I can jump that. Where is the donut, though? That's what I came here for. Do I have aphid? What is this inventory lag? Like, I'm going into my inventory game, not loading up some kind of doomsday device. I think the best course of action would be to try and get the thing of food by the can here. And then from there... Move! Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the thing by the can, and then the one by the Brony Boy bin. This also gives me a beautiful opportunity to get furs as well. Anywho, now that Chapter 5 Pop Playtime has been out for a bit, what do y'all think of it? Apparently it's hated by most of the community. I don't get why. I thought it was pretty good, actually. In fact, dare I say it was better than Chapter 3. I know a lot of people will disagree with me, and honestly, rightfully so. Objectively, Chapter 3 was probably the better one, at least horror-wise, but I don't know. To be fair, though, like, 90% of what was actually good about Chapter 5 came in, like, the last hour. So, if we're talking overall game, I could absolutely see the argument being made for Chapter 3 and would probably agree with that. Is just for overall peak, I think Chapter 5 peaked. That's not gray or green, that's brown. You dumb blind fuck. Me? Gotta love how everybody hated on Lily Love Raids at first, and now everybody loves her. I was a true fan from the start, I can confirm. I know, like, absolutely everybody has said this, but the prototype's design, yeah, it's growing on me. I can't lie. Oh, I don't want to pick up a Peblet. Shove that Peblet up your ass. What? Okay. Okay. Dude, where's the third thing of pollen when you need it? What the hell? Okay, did you win? I can't be bothered. Yeah. Personally, this will be a bit of a contradictory take, but I think Lily Love Raids is my favorite character. Personally. I also don't think she deserved to die. Yeah, I know, I can already hear the boos from, like, a mile away. I think Gracie absolutely deserved... Actually, no, she does not deserve to die, but not in the same way. She doesn't deserve to die because death would be too merciful for her, but Lily and Gracie, wow, yes, they are the same person. Mentally, they are two different people. Right? Get out. Get out. You know what I realistically should do? I don't really like this, but I definitely should do it. I should get rid of the orcs. But I'm a bit too lazy to today. So y'all have been spared. Okay, dude. Maybe remember to actually equip that next time. Might help me. Oh, that's actually a genius strat. Uh-oh. Follow where they go, not where they land. Giga brain strats, trust. How can I see the final defense from all the way over here, dude? Goddamn. Did not realize it was this small. If you could just give me 4, that would be splendid. That's 3. Never mind, that's 4. You're goated, game. Goated, I tell ya. Actually, you know what? Explosive would be better here. Boom. Alright. I do also need rust, yes. That is true. I need rust. Oh. Give me normal amount, please. Give me 3. You gave me 2. You troglodyte. Okay. Here, go up there, and cool. All this is mine. By the way, if you did not know, this is the one-stop shop for rust, so definitely come here if you want rust. Down here isn't everything you need, you can always, or if up here isn't what you need, you can always drop down here. Get the rest. Would recommend the blast of the moldy matriarch, because otherwise you're smacking them one at a time, which is annoying. Oi! With all due respect, get out. Like, what is this? This whittling is not Bill Sarsgaard. Get out. I would recommend the hammer for more precise collections enough rust, though. That's still not all the rust that can be collected. There's a bunch more over here. They have disappeared for some reason. I don't know why. There's normally a lot more rust than I'm getting here. There's also typically a lot less voice cracks, so maybe that has something to do with it. See, why can't you just give me that as a standard? Just 3 every time. No variables, just 3. Would make my life so damn easy. You're gonna come over here. No? That's intriguing. Fascinating. Okay. We got a secret one there. I don't know how. What in the... Okay. We got very few from that for some reason. I don't know why. Very few of everything that I should have gotten lots more of. So let me go ahead and harvest up some more pine cones. None of those hit. Cringe. Nice. Got 2 of them off. Grab you. Because you can actually be helpful. Cool. I do need toadstools at some point, so I will have to get those from somewhere. Now that's just a load of BS. Baking soda, I tell you. Okay, so, like, how are you aggroed? With all due respect. No. That's just not where I put the bomb. There we go. That just did not bypass the parry. I don't know what we're on about. All due respect, get the hell out. No, I wouldn't be able to get you anyways. Ah. Fuck. Oh well. We live, we laugh, we love. You know. As always. That's just tragic. I missed 2 of my swings. Holy. That might be the most tragic thing of all week. I can't lie. Nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, please be enough. It wasn't. Okay, that definitely will be enough. It's not. Yeah, I was about to say, if it's not, then, we about to have feckin' problems. Okay, game? Do you understand the terms and conditions? Okay. Now that's beautiful. Same with that. Oh, love the double whammies every single time. Triple whammy on this one, holy. God damn. Only a double whammy here, that's perfectly fine. That just did not work. No, not Goliath Oxpeeder, destroyer of all PCs. Goliath Oxpeeder, destroyer of all PCs is a horrifying sight. I speak. Nah, I tell scary stories of him by the campfire. Because, holy, he is a menace to society. And must be stopped. We can't be serious, mate. What was that jump? I just pulled a backwards moon jump. That's... okay. I don't think that's how gravity works, but... you know what? If that's how this game's gravity wants to work, I won't oblige. I would be happy to indulge. Huh? Oh. Never took that off. That's wild. Beauty. Toenail. Where did that thing of pollen go, dude? What the hell? That's brown. We don't want the brown tufts. We want the green ones. Ow. That's just not very nice, ma'am. It's not nice to step on the back of people's heads. No, it was very disgraceful. Very disgraceful indeed. I do not approve of this. Little Trump does not approve. Let me go down. Break these roots. Okay. Oh. Come on. Get on up. Yeah, so where's the pollen? Where did it go? Whatever. See, this is exactly why a buggy would be useful. Because on my buggy in Grounded 2, I decided to actually play smart. I put a mantis mask on it, because, you know, gas mask protection. Then I put some bricks for basic building up. Repair glue, so I can repair anything on the fly. And I forget what else I put in it. A canteen, just in case I needed emergency water. And there's one more thing that was relatively smart, but I can't remember. Okay, immediately make fuzz on the rocks. Sticky route. Why does that go the way it does? Because my leg is obese. Go figure. Oh, hamburger. Hamburger? Hamburger. Anyways, what is up, Limtrix? What is up? Okay, we got enough rust. That's cool. We still are working on acorns. Toenails are still a concern. We're gonna remove that gunpowder because we don't have enough. Thorns. We got burrs. Burrs going here. We still need a full stack of those. That's pretty bad. That's not where those go. Those go in the meat chest. I only need 4 more? Yo. That's clutch. Okay. We can deposit toadstools. We're making a little bit of progress on them. I do need to deposit the toenails, which I have made 0 progress on overall, which is scary. Trash them because I don't need them. No, I don't want you. I want you. Canteen. Going here. 1, 2. We're gonna deposit these and pick up the spoiled meat, which I can actually deposit into the chest because it's not overflowing. You're meh. You're meh. And you're meh. Perfect time to feed them all. 1, 2. That's... no. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1. 2. We'll have a great feeding sesh. All next to each other. I guess. Wilma is stuck in classic Wilma fashion. Oh. Okay. Perfect. They should all be very happy now. Do we have enough of that? Yes, we can just make 10 outright. Cool. That's beautiful. Where's crafted? Crafted is here. Okay. Shinobi Sneeze is getting up there. Flower stuff for pollen. There's a meats chest. And that should be everything. Yeah, let's work on ox beetle parts with them, and then roly-poly parts there. Perhaps maybe a little antlion here. A little wolf spider there. And that is that. Full. I do need to deposit the smoothies, that is true. Okay. Alright. I have the... Yep, okay. Yeah, it would have been quite embarrassing if I did not have fall damage cancellation trinket and just fell to my death. Having to redo everything I just did. That'd be quite embarrassing indeed, wouldn't it? Oh, it was a larva that I aggroed. Let's try. Okay. No, I'm not fighting them right now. I want food, is what I want. Oh, move, dude. You have the speed. You have everything required. Just move. Move your stubby little legs. Everything down there is infused because why the hell not, I guess. So I'm not gonna bother. Okay. I'm going to get the food by the hedge. Alright. That seems logical. First, though, I'm gonna need to establish the food over by the plank. Right. I was about to say, how did this orb weaver not see me? Imagine. Why are you still following? You can't even follow this far. Gonna quickly grab those. I don't really care about anything else. What New Game Plus am I on? I'm on New Game Plus 3. If you're wondering why the creatures have so much health, 5x health, 5x fall damage, which is why I'm so adamant about the fall damage cancellation trinket, and then hunger and thirst burn rate, also 5x. If you're wondering how bad the fall damage is, a height from there is guaranteed to kill me even with this amount of health. That is how bad the fall damage is. It is genuinely the most lethal threat. So grounded, but in hell. Yes. Hence why I called it Maskus mode. Because this is a difficulty that I have in fact invented. I patented it. Okay, I didn't patent it, but I was the first to make this difficulty and also the first to name it, so I claim rights to have invented it. I feel like it's fair. Also, Womo damage as well. Just because, like, you know. if I'm gonna make a hard difficulty, I might as well actually make it hard. Not just an endurance-based run. It also reduces my damage by 20%, which effectively makes it 6 times health, because adding 20% of a creature's health when it's 5 times, 20% of 5 is 1, so it's effectively 6 times health, which is kind of crazy. Also, funny story. One time, I died because a weed fell on me and launched me into the ground with such acceleration that I took infinite fall damage. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Saddest death, yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of, this is less of like a, you know, fucky difficulty thing and more so of a, you know, New Game Plus thing. But I had the Mant do 3,600 damage in a single hit. In other words, he did enough damage to kill 158 broodmothers per minute. I'm not kidding. From a single hit that hit thin air. Yes, I died, in case you were wondering. Quite pissy about the death, too. The Mant might actually be more difficult than the New Game Plus infected broodmother, I can't lie. I just remember the unblockable attack he does. Yeah, the web. There's an easy way to avoid it, and the way you avoid it is the web is timed, right? So he will use it pretty much anytime you go at range, but if you're at close range, he has a timer that pretty much says, okay, once this much time has passed, I'm gonna use it anyways. If you can make an internal clock that basically states when that timer is, you can go backwards, coax the attack, and deal with it scot-free, which is the only reliable way to kill him once he's actually gone into his final phase. And yet, that's still not even close to the hardest attack he actually does. That would be when he summons his first time, because it doesn't just summon a soldier ant, it summons a fireworker too. Because for some reason, he summons less as the fight goes on. I'm not sure the logic there. But, the summons themselves are not the issue. The Mant hitting the summons and then triggering all the effects which kills you because he killed them is the problem. Just creates an unwinnable scenario, which is incredibly sad. And then there's Schmector. Schmector is literal hell, because for some reason the devs just decided, yeah, so you know how every other creature triggers their effects only when they heal, or scream, or attack? Yeah, Schmector's just gonna proc it anytime he wants. So, you know, infinite healing, infinite sour orbs. He's just able to proc it whenever, because, you know, he's just that guy, apparently. They really wanted to emphasize that he was, in fact, the main character of Ominent. It's so bad. It's still not as bad as the Wasp Queen, though. At least on 5X. Oh, 2 smoochies left over. Nice. Do you mind blowing these up? That's sad. Move. Anywho. Enough about me. How's your day been? Or what are your experiences with Grounded? Curious to hear. Okay, that should be enough birds. Nope, not today. I did not realize I had only just barely gotten enough on that. God damn. No, we're being tough bugs. What am I on about? Goddamn. A lot of candy. That's for sure. Human food. Okay. Boom. Another shinobi sneeze. Once again, I'm having to deposit that. That's annoying, but oh well. You know what? I'm honestly sick of the ox beetle at the hedge. I should probably kill him. It's like he's been nothing but a thorn in my side as of late. Where is it? There it is. There's the good trinket. Okay. Get you and you. 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 And we put the loot lock there. Okay. Boom. Bam. This is an extremely serious fight, so I should treat it as such. Also, why are you out of your den? You're not supposed to do that. Even if it's out just a little bit like that. You know what? Let me take care of the mites first. Because the mites are an actual problem. Not because they themselves are a problem, but because the ox beetle will somehow trigger all of his effects as a result of even touching them. Go on. Why are you so close? Yeah, I don't think you're ready for just how much health this guy has. I'm gonna be real. That should not have counted as a parry, but okay. Sorry if I don't read chat for a minute. I have to lock the absolute fuck in. This man will kill me in pretty much a single hit, and if he doesn't, Venom will more than likely finish me off. Boom. Okay. Not nearly as bad as I thought it would go. Now that's a potent club. It was literally inside of the Billy Hog. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's diabolical. I also completely forgot that they just... Yeah. They just drop cones because, you know... Every single red ant should just drop cones for some reason in New Game Plus 3. Don't know why. But I'm not gonna complain. That would be stupid. Those. My YouTube chat is working, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Rotten food, more specifically meats. For spoiled meat, goes in there. Ant heads. Yeah, I thought I wasn't maxed on those. I'm not maxed on regular ant parts either. That's crazy. Upgrade beetles, cool. Regular tough beetles, cool. Fuzz of the mites. Infused ooze. That gets me one more of those. Do I have anything else that's... No. Okay. Let's just hope that ox beetle does not come back infused, because that would be a disaster. Right? Goated trinket for the infected broodmother, by the way. 80% extra damage on top of the 100, or sorry, on top of the 50% I'm already getting from implant. 130% extra damage in total, which is pretty good. Man, I've missed mundane grinding. It has been nothing but go, go, go for the past few weeks. Which is pretty bad, because... Well, there's a larva nearby, apparently. Yeah, it's pretty bad, because, you know, stressful, considering school and whatnot, but also it just forces 0 breaks. Which means I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. Build defense for Mixer. Refine defense. Do Mixer. Do this for 8 other Mixers. It's like, okay, dude. When do I get to actually do something fun? Don't get me wrong, the Mixer defenses are fun, but like, prepping for them is anything but. Prepping for them is it's a disaster is what it is. I completely forgot about the stink bug there. Or green shield, sorry. Both are stinky ladies, get over it. And yes, stink bugs are, at least here, from what I can tell, female. You can tell based off the patterns they have, which are indicative of females in the species that these are. Same thing with the green shields. Dude, everything is on my ass. What is this? Okay, we got an apple. No lucky coins yet. Bit unfortunate. Also, if you're ever worried about ants eating fresh bits or taking them, don't. Because ants are not capable of taking or eating fresh bits. If one has disappeared, it's more than likely because they have kicked it halfway across the map, but encounters of that caliber are rather rare. That infused mosquitoes are not, though. So you might want to take them seriously. No. Only halfway? What do you mean by that? Lucky? On water, you mean? Or... what do you mean by lucky halfway? If ants kick something, they practically leave the yard. Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, that's 100% fair. Or, God forbid you throw a spear in this game, because then it doesn't go outside of the yard, it just goes under it. No, it doesn't go into the ground, it goes under the ground. There is a difference, and the difference is not pleasant. I'll tell you that much. One means it's still recoverable. The other means it's been fabricated out of existence. That is a tragic fall, but it has led to a new beginning, apparently. Thank you. For helping me see the errors in my ways, game. Also, I don't know if this is true or not. People would have to do extensive testing on this. But, you know how certain resources take this many days to respawn? I'm pretty sure that system is wrong. And what I mean by that is, instead of it taking this many days to respawn, they respawn on those intervals, if that makes any sense. Now, this is just a theory, but the reason I say or question that is because I have had times where I kill an enemy, walk away for 5 seconds, and they immediately respawn. Now, if the minimum wait time is 1 day, 1 second of respawn time does not add up. But if instead it's on every 5-day interval, and I just so happen to kill right before that interval, Now that instant respawn makes sense. It could also explain why wait times feel so long sometimes compared to others. But again, that's just a theory. I would need to actually do research to back that up. Research I do not have time to conduct. I can't be... I'm gonna be honest. Trick shot? Oh, trick shot. W's. Okay, we're gonna go into the sandbox. We're not gonna reattach the zip line that's already connected, because that's very stupid. Yes, we got a lucky coin! Let's go! First off, kill you. Because that gives you... We somehow only got one. That would be why. Don't notice. Be right back. No worries. Take your time. Beautiful. We got a rainbow chocolate chunk. We only get one per coin, but I don't really care. How did that hit? How did that hit? In which world, in which universe does that hit? Because it isn't this one. Wait, I need that. I need this. I need this now. Hat. That, I'm pretty sure, is one of our final recipes that we're gonna get. Look, yeah. A delightfully green hat said to bring luck and joy. But inspires you to become slightly violent. Okay. Rainbow chocolate chunk. We only get one per coin, so I'm gonna have to be adamant about harvesting those if I want any chance at getting all of them. All the chunks I mean. Boom. Bam. Cool. Got every last one of those. That just... You just did not aggro. You're just lying to yourself, dude. Oh, hell no. I swear to fuck if you're infused. There it is. Oh, I don't want spicy candy. That's another... Right there. It's actually right there. Mint is what I do want. Because I actually need these. I'm just glad candy returns back to normal this New Game Plus. Because, like, I like the rotation. What I don't like is just removing a candy from the gene pool entirely. That I don't like. Wait, what? Yeah, so, On New Game Plus 3, sour candies do not exist. They literally are removed from the map. Which is incredibly dumb. For obvious reasons. Sour is arguably the strongest element when it comes to bows. Which is almost mandatory for the assistant manager and director Schmechter if you want any chance of beating them without cheesing them. Right? So just removing that from the map. I never noticed that. I think I went past New Game Plus 3 too fast. That's fair. To be fair, I'm spending like 60 real-life days on each New Game Plus, with the exception of New Game Plus 4. I am spending 120 days on New Game Plus 4. Only one? What is this? But yeah, that's... because I harvest candies quite frequently when I can and need them. So when I went to New Game Plus 3 to scan for sour, I was like, wait a fucking minute. They don't spawn? Well, that's kinda scuffed. Literally faster to do that. That's tragic. At least we got 3 from it, though. 1, 2, 3. Cool. We got 2 jerky. I need 1 more weevil. If I could find 1 more weevil, this nightmare of harvesting weevil meat can be over. You know what? I do need more toadstools anyways. I might as well go ahead and go there. If I want to, I can build on top of the hedge, lol, yeah. It's an interesting base location. I'll say that. Is it a cool base location? Yes. Is it practical? No, not really. Then again, I say that despite building on top of the lawn, or not the lawnmower, the whatchamacallit, the wheelbarrow. I built on top of the wheelbarrow, which is arguably a worse spot to build, because at least in the hedge you have berries and are closer to all the important resources. And you can still build a zipline to both as well, right? So who am I to judge? All you need to do is have a lot of willpower to jump up to the top of the hedge. I already built my base. It's on the porch. Honestly, W spot. The porch it's a good spot, but it's also an underrated spot, I feel. Because despite how good of a spot it is, just for general purpose, almost nobody builds there. And honestly, I can see why. It's a pain in the ass to get on top of it. In my one world with my friend Leo, he built up there because we were building together and then we split off, kind of, just to cover more area on the map, and he chose the porch. So definitely has some relatability there, that's for sure. I also have to revise this base at some point because this spot looks cool. This spot I like. The rest, like the room layout, looks ugly. Really ugly. At least to me. So, because like, again, this whole design, this intricacy, I like this. Strip all this away and have the base structure, though, and it just looks like a very strange box. And then there's this. Like, what is this? It's just space with a random mantis. Got them. Cool. Spoiled meat is almost done. We can destroy you. We can finally put those in, which is beautiful. We got human food. Put in the billy hogs. Put in the apple bits. Put on the mint. Put on the mint. Yes, guys. Let me put on my mint cap. It is truly the best piece of armor in the game, is the mint candy. That's diabolical. First off, grab you. Second off, what is our situation for Fuzz on the Rocks? If we do all 9, it would not be enough. Okay. All 8, sorry. I miscounted by 1. That is really close, though. We only need 4 more gum to complete that line as well. This is my situation for virtually every smoothie in the game. Yes, I'm aware it's a lot of smoothies. Boom. Bam. If you decide to eat, you girls are going to be feasting. I might max out a pair of roly-poly armor, because why not? Roly-poly armor, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually very underrated against the brood mother, or sorry, infected brood mother. I wouldn't use the whole set against the infected brood mother, but like, everybody's always talking about, you gotta sacrifice a trinket for the shield solidifier, and it's like, buddy, roly-poly armor down the sleek path is right here. Just put this on your legs, maybe a helmet too, and you're completely covered. Then you go bulky on another path, and yeah, you just destroy. What does shield solidifier even do? It gives you like 4 times block gauge. So if I were to block, I can block 4 times more attacks before I just get stunned. Not to be confused with when I run out of stamina and get stunned and take full damage anyways. Which is why you always want to have adequate stamina when blocking. If you don't have enough stamina, you will get stunned, and you will also take full damage. Which is a disaster. I don't think I need to explain why. See, honestly, I don't think the shield solidifier is that good. If I'm gonna be honest, I think it's overrated. I think Thor's Pendant is a better one pre-New Game Plus for the IBM. Just simply due to the fact that it gives you more healing. And also a better crit chance as well. Barely on crit chance, but hey. And healing, like, any amount of healing you can get on the IBM is, of course, just welcome. I think the Both? What the fuck is the Both? Anyways, I think the best modifier in New Game Plus, though, is probably Samurai. If you don't know what Samurai does, every time you use a katana-like weapon, so an elemental sword, that is not, like, glob-infused elemental, I mean, like, you craft it and it's infused with an element. Every time you use one of those, you get an attack speed buff that is permanent until you either end combat or get hit. You can switch weapons with 0 penalties, which effectively means you can attack 3 times faster than normal, because why not? Effectively tripling any and all DPS, except It doesn't triple any and all DPS because you attack faster in between combos, effectively quadrupling your DPS despite only attacking 3 times faster. It's really good. Because with any other effect, it only boosts your DPS by 50%. This, the Samurai Trinket, boosts it by 400%. And yet, almost nobody uses it. You saw me use it against the Ox Beetle earlier, that's why I was able to delete his health so fast. Yes, I had Implant Weakness and Damage Up Best on a Trinket as well, but Samurai is to be used in tandem with those, not as a solo thing. Unfortunately, I will not be able to kill that Scarab. They just simply have too much health. I managed to crit. Cool. Nice 1% chance. Glad we're able to pull a 1% chance on a whim, but can't give me a 1 in 5 on the Termite King gold card. For reference, 90% of my Termite King kills have been this New Game Plus. I got possibly the tankiest armor. Yeah. Roly-Poly is definitely the best for tanking outright. Especially down the Sleek path. Yes, I know you take slightly more damage, but the extra block gauge makes it 100% worth it in 90% of scenarios. I made a defense build a while back. One that I didn't. Lifesteal. Yeah, Lifesteal is a goated combo on top of that. Yeah, I made an absolutely busted build pre-New Game Plus a while back, defense-wise. I was able to fight a Widow without blocking once. On WoW mode. The fight took 3 minutes. Not 3 minutes, no, it took more like a minute. Still, though. Like, in what world? No, do not do the jumpy jump. Larva, you are evil. Hold up. Read that now. Most of my weapons are level 15. Sour, so I'm just a god now, yeah. I've only got 2 weapons up to level 15 right now. Those being the Salty Club of the Mother Demon. Because, you know, Mantis. It's the best way to grind New Game Plus infused ooze. Arguably. And then also my Bard's Bow. Because the Bard's Bow, once you get that to level 15, and inevitably the Infused Bow is a result as well. Particularly, you want the Infused Bard's Bow, because then you can reap the effects of that. But once you get that, you just become a machine gun that destroys anything within a matter of seconds. You saw how much health that Infused Ox Beetle had earlier. A max level Infused Bard's Bow would kill that thing in about 10 seconds. I'm not kidding. Now, yes, you do have to set up, which means you will do almost no damage for the first 5 seconds, then the 15 seconds on top of that, but still. 15 seconds for an Infused Ox Beetle kill is diabolical. Was actually what I did for the final mixer was I used Sour Arrow's Bard's Bow just for universal damage, right? And also because I had a Sour Damage Up Best. And yeah, I destroyed a Roly-Poly in about 3 seconds. Mind-boggling. Nope. I've gotten good at dodging them. The dust mites, I mean. Okay, how many do I need for the leprechaun hat? Or, sorry, the lucky hat. Because copyright. I need 2. So I'm gonna need 3 in order to actually keep that. Okay. Noted. In my opinion, the lucky hat is just a better version of the eye patch. In almost every caliber. Okay, cool. Got these. My original was my armor, Mask of the Mother Demon, Fire Shoulders, and Mantis Greaves. All sleek. You got that from C Danky, didn't you? Honestly, same. That was my original build as well. I feel like everybody, once 1.4 came out, just used that, and it was because of C Danky. Which, honestly, low-key forgot about him. That's fair. Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of thankful for the things he's done. The way he's gone ahead and just, I guess, introduced challenge runs to the community. Absolute blessing. Without him, challenge runs would just not exist in Grounded. Not to the same extreme extent that they do now. Obviously people, especially like Idea Korean, who is extremely underrated. There's a decent chance you don't even know who she is. Yeah, obviously people like Idea Korean would still do the things she does, and no, I can't say I would do the things I did without him. Because it was C Danky that actually got me into this whole challenge running thing anyway. I did not know that was possible. I did not know you could jump over enemy attacks in this game. I thought that was Grounded 2 exclusive. Which, yes, if you didn't know, in Grounded 2, you can actually reliably jump over enemy attacks. That is a genuine method of survival. Yeah, my current set is just Antlion. Pretty boring. Only reason I use it now is because it's my tankiest set. It actually allows me to live a couple of attacks on WoW, which is important because, you know, I don't want to die in a one hit. But also because of the Bard's Bow. Because I know I've said this like a billion times, but the Bard's Bow is arguably the most overpowered weapon you can get before the infused weapons. To a point where it's not close. You just have to know how to use it. It's also expensive as hell. How did that miss almost every hit? What are we on about? Dude, what is this? What is this beetle placement, dude? Also, if you're curious what the average mixer defense on this difficulty looks like, this is necessary. This isn't a want. This is needed to pass the defense effectively. To be fair, this is more like the average super mixer defense. The average mixer is like half of this. But still. Literally need to build a castle and then just thousands of dummy walls. The dummy walls absolutely carry the defense, though. No, you don't. Run! Beautiful. Now, quick question. Are you the kind of guy to only get the milk molars you need, skip molars entirely, or collect every last milk molar religiously? Personally, I am the latter. I collect all of them religiously. Mostly because of OCD. I completely forgot there was people here. Boom. I just need enough to max out health. If I get more straight healing and stam, that's fair. Yeah, health is definitely the most important of the bunch. Bumpy has escaped containment. That's okay, dude. But yeah, health and healing are definitely your most important ones. Leather. Okay, we are actually getting somewhere on Pupa. Standing on business. All these toadstools collected this stream, goddamn. I am a toadstool harvesting monster. Same with donut chunks too, goddamn. Okay, I need to really be more on top of the sausager stuff. I need better trinkets for the fist build that I'm going to be using by the end of this, which is arguably the most OP build in the game. No, we don't want that. No. Imagine Finale Fury on your fist. That would actually go hard. That would be extremely good. Yeah, all those suck, unfortunately. Also, before you say it, no, I can't use Summon Thorns. A, I feel like it would be a bit cheesy, but B, I can't even if I wanted to because creatures do not fight each other, which includes summons. Summons do not fight other creatures for me, and other creatures do not fight my summons. So Summon Thorns doesn't even work, even if I wanted it to, which sucks a lot. But oh well. Okay, we have 19. 6 of them. That's 25. Damn. Okay. Okay, question is, what do I upgrade? I could go with you, right? Which is probably the smart bet, but I think what I want to do... Let me think armor-wise for New Game Plus 4. What would I need? So, New Game 1 is 10. So, 2 is 11. 3 is 12. 4 is 13. That would actually be a very smart choice, investing in that. 12, 15. Damn. It's 15 per. And then another 13 there would probably be the smartest bet. That way I already have the armor I need for New Game Plus 4. I can hop in straight to boss fights without having to worry. Which is probably my smartest bet. Anywho. That, unfortunately, is going to conclude it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the stream, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And for those of you watching the VODs, peace.